He's alive?
Sure, that's wise, because I have no intention of changing my wicked ways.
If you do act up, I'll just put you down again.
My loyal subjects, your patience was not in vain. For as you can see, the Emperor of this universe is back.
Several months had passed since the training on Beerus planet, and Vegeta was growing impatient and frustrated. He was happy to be with his family, but he knew he couldn't remain idle for too long. After all, Frieza could attack at any moment, and who knew when a new tournament of power might be announced again. So, after discussing it with his wife Bulma, Vegeta decided to resume his training. Vegeta went to Goku's house to invite him to train, but Vegeta was surprised by Goku's response. Goku wanted to stay a little longer with his family, especially with his granddaughter Pan. He also mentioned that he had to visit a young and promising warrior to train him, so this time, Vegeta would have to train alone. Of course, that wouldn't be a problem for the proud Prince of the Saiyans. Vegeta had always trained on his own, but these last few years of training with Goku, Whis, and the God of Destruction Beerus had made Vegeta accustomed to training with others. "Why don't you continue training with Broly?" Goku suggested. Vegeta replied, "No, Broly should train with Gohan, their abilities are similar." "You noticed that during the last training session, or have you forgotten already, you idiot?" Smiling, Goku responded, "You're right, Vegeta." Vegeta then headed to Beerus planet to see if there was something he had yet to learn that Whis or the God of Destruction could teach him. Beerus planet. Vegeta finally arrived on Beerus planet using instant transmission and quickly found Whis, who listened to Vegeta's requests for something more he could learn from the angel. "Well, there are new techniques and abilities that I can teach you, Vegeta. But for now, you lack the necessary power to master such techniques. You must reach a new level of power. You've grown very strong, but if you want to surpass Goku and Lord Beerus, you need to control what you do best. You can surpass Goku, I've told you this in the past, but you need to control your energy. It seems you've forgotten everything you went through to get here," Whis responded. Vegeta then asked, "I don't understand where you're going with all this talk. I've already developed Ultra Ego, so what do I need to become even stronger?" Whis replied, "You Saiyans can be so dense sometimes. Let me explain. Indeed, you've grown stronger. You trained with me and achieved Super Saiyan God, you trained with Lord Beerus and developed Ultra Ego, and you even trained with the Yardrats. But you've forgotten a detail that you yourself realized." Curious, Vegeta asked, "What detail? What realization did I come to?" Whis then responded, "You and Goku fought against Jiren in the Tournament of Power. There, you finally began to understand the concept of Ultra Instinct that I mentioned in the past. When we brought Broly here and started the training, you mentioned that there was a difference between you and Jiren." Suddenly, a memory flashed through Vegeta's mind. He began to recall his conversation with Goku about Jiren's fighting style.
パワーの使い方に無駄が全くないんだ。気づいたか？あいつは戦いの途中でも一瞬の攻撃をするとき以外は体も精神もリラックスさせている。相手に動きを読ませないし、瞬発力も大きい。そしてスタミナも温存できるんだ。ジレンはおそらく本能でそれができるんだ。だからそれができない俺はまず頭の中でトレーニングしている。
その通り。バカみたいに体を鍛えることだけがトレーニングではないんですよ。
"Yes, I remember," Vegeta responded. Whis then said, "Exactly, that's the path. You realized on your own that it wasn't just strength and power that made Jiren so powerful. Jiren had cunning, calmness, and the ability to fight without recklessly burning through stamina. You have the power, you have the endurance, and you possess calmness. After all, you train with the Yardrats. This is my final hint for you, Vegeta. Understand these concepts, and you might surpass Goku and perhaps even surpass Lord Beerus in the future." Vegeta was deep in thought, trying to piece together all this information, but in the end, he couldn't find a solution to solve this dilemma. However, Whis's voice pulled Vegeta out of his thoughts. Whis spoke, "Okay, I'll help you, but this will be very dangerous." Vegeta then asked, "Stop stalling, just tell me what I have to do." Whis replied, Well, there's a place where a special race of demon witches and warlocks with vampiric powers developed and bred over the centuries. This place is called the Mystic Planet. Nothing that happens there is actually what it seems. That's why the planet has become nearly uninhabitable, and only those with the magical abilities of that ancient people live there. In that place, destructive power will be irrelevant if you don't have the mental strength to resolve your own internal conflicts. I can send you there, but the responsibility is all yours. What do you say, Vegeta? Well, if that's the only way to find the answer to get stronger, then I accept this challenge. Alright, then get ready, and remember, you'll be on your own, Whis replied with a mysterious tone. Whis then searched for the Mystic Planet in his staff, and as soon as he found it, he sent Vegeta there. Mystic Planet. As he set foot on that planet, Vegeta saw in the distance a grand imperial city. Everything on that planet reminded him of his home planet, Planet Vegeta. This is all very strange, Vegeta thought. I hope... Hello, Prince, finally you've returned, Prince Vegeta. We've all missed you, said a sweet female voice. It was a beautiful Saiyan woman. Vegeta then asked, Who are you? Don't you remember me? I'm your wife, the woman replied. Furious, Vegeta responded, My wife? You must be joking. My wife is an Earthling, Bulma. Humiliated, the Saiyan woman then said, You're cheating on me? Then you must die. Vegeta was struck by a powerful attack that left him dazed, but as the smoke cleared, Vegeta saw something that stunned him. It was his wife, Bulma, much younger, apparently 20 years old. Shocked, Vegeta said, Bulma, what are you doing here? What happened to you? Did you ask Shenron to make you even younger? Bulma replied, Dear, I've waited so long for you. I was lost. Whis sent me to save you. Come, let's go. Vegeta was utterly shocked to see his wife in a place like that. But something about this story didn't make sense, something was out of place, but Vegeta couldn't figure out what was happening. Vegeta had been under the control of the witch Mahamba since he arrived on the Mystic Planet. And now she was controlling him by using his deepest emotions. Mystic Planet. Vegeta was shocked by everything he was seeing, none of it made any sense. Planet Vegeta had been destroyed by Frieza many years ago, and his wife couldn't possibly be there. Everything was very surreal and abnormally magnificent. However, Vegeta started feeling weaker and more exhausted. And as his energy drained, Vegeta saw in front of him that young and beautiful girl with his wife's face. It was as if Bulma were a young woman again. She kept saying that Vegeta was about to become king, that Trunks would be a prince, Bulma would be a princess, and that they would all live well under his reign. It was time for Vegeta to take the position that was rightfully his. It was time for Vegeta to be king. Bulma said that Goku had already been surpassed by Vegeta, who had also taken Frieza's life. Even tired and weak, Vegeta felt happy. He felt like he had finally achieved his life's goal. That's right, just a little more, and I'll have drained all your energy, foolish Saiyan, thought the witch Mahamba. Bulma said, Come, dear, it's time to rest, you can sleep now. Vegeta replied, Yes, my love, I will. Suddenly, the Saiyan instinct made Vegeta's blood boil, as if a natural alert sounded within him. Wait a minute, if Trunks is fine, why can't I sense his ki? And Goku and his sons? And the other Saiyans? And my daughter Bulma? Vegeta then awakened, emanating an enormous amount of ki from his body, which sent the witch Mahamba flying. Looking around, Vegeta saw that he was in a dark, destroyed place. I see, you're that vampire witch who drains people's energy and invades their minds, aren't you? Mahamba replied, Damn, that was close. Just a few more minutes, and you'd have been finished. You people should be more welcoming and considerate of visitors to this planet. That way, it might actually develop, and you wouldn't live such a miserable life. You'll always be waiting for a ship or someone ignorant enough to land on this planet so you can feed. Furious, Mahamba spoke, You know nothing about us. We were cursed long ago when Frieza tried to colonize us. He invaded this planet, but since this place was always barren and lifeless, he decided to destroy everything we had. Frieza destroyed the magic crystal in our capital, a crystal that had the power to turn a bad environment into a beautiful place. The air, the waters, the forests, and even the animals lived on this planet, but Frieza destroyed it and decided not to use our planet for his trade. Thus, we were ignored by the entire galaxy, and no one comes near this place. He practically took away our right to live. And so, many of us began losing our lives, and the only solution was to feed on the vital energy of others. There aren't many of us left, but when I felt your powerful energy appear in this corner of the planet, I thought I could absorb it to create a new crystal and thus save what's left of us. Vegeta remained silent for a moment, absorbing the information he had just heard. He felt pity for what had happened on that planet, especially after learning that Frieza was the one responsible, the same cursed enemy who had done all that to his people and his planet as well. But then Vegeta began to sense various energies coming from different parts of the planet. It was clear that Mahamba had contacted her friends about what had happened. Vegeta then remembered Whis' words about controlling his own energy and using the power of Ultra Ego in conjunction with everything he had learned from the Yard Rats in his fight with Jiren. He needed to let his destructive powers emanate in a way that his body didn't act fully. He had to find balance, and Vegeta understood. He finally understood that he could do it. The witch had trapped him and drained his energy, but by staying calm, he managed to react. If he had been angry, he could have died. However, while Vegeta was deep in thought, Mahamba attacked him. But Vegeta managed to react in time and grabbed her by the hair. All this without even opening his eyes. When Vegeta opened his eyes, he realized he was different. Vegeta had unlocked a new transformation. Mahamba transformed back into Bulma to try to deceive Vegeta, but the Saiyan calmly said, "I don't want to have to hurt you or your friends, so stop these illusion games, or I'll have to use all my power against you." Mahamba was surprised by Vegeta's attitude. "You want my power to create your new crystal? Fine. You can use my powers, but promise that you won't attack the people who land on this planet. And as for Frieza, I'll take care of that miserable one myself, for what he did here and for what he did to planet Vegeta." Mahamba was moved and thanked the merciful prince. After absorbing a good amount of Vegeta's energy, Mahamba infused it into a crystal that would later be placed in the capital of that planet. "You would make a great king. Our people need a new king. Why not stay on this planet and take that position?" said Mahamba, emotional. "Because I'm already the king of my family," said Vegeta before disappearing using instant transmission. Beerus Planet. Vegeta returned to report the events to Whis, but the angel said he had seen everything that had happened, especially inside Vegeta's heart at that moment when his emotions led him to the right path and the right choice. "And what did you see, Whis?" asked Vegeta. Whis then replied, "I saw your true inner self, the one no one knows." Vegeta then began to remember his past and how Bulma had changed all that. "Now I think I'm ready for the next challenge, Whis," said Vegeta. Whis then responded, "Prepare yourself, because Goku is waiting for you." After all, Frieza attacked Earth. Vegeta has finally reached a new level of power, a new transformation, but while he was training, Frieza attacked Earth. Beerus Planet. Vegeta was furious. And his fury grew more and more with each word Whis spoke about what had happened on Earth. Whis revealed to Vegeta that shortly after Saiyan had left for the mystical planet, Goku had arrived on Beerus Planet to train. It seemed that Goku had sensed that something very strange was about to happen. Whis then revealed that he asked Goku to try to mix Ultra Instinct with Kaioken, since both are techniques that work in opposite ways. However, Whis asked Goku to go train on Earth since Beerus would soon wake up and therefore he would not have time to train him. Whis also told Vegeta that he sent Broly to Earth to train with Gohan during that same period, so the angel revealed that Vegeta had stayed for a week on the mystical planet. And it was in the middle of that period that Frieza attacked Earth. Goku, who was training in the hyperbolic time chamber, didn't know anything about what was happening, so Gohan, Broly, and the others went to stop Frieza's attack, but as expected, Frieza was much stronger. Whis then revealed that the warriors were able to annihilate Frieza's army, but the Emperor of the Universe was unbeatable. Goten, Trunks, and Piccolo were killed first. Gohan and Broly almost managed to defeat him, but they left Frieza in a complicated situation. but Frieza defeated both of them because Gohan and Broly hadn't mastered their transformations and were thus defeated. Frieza then left but promised that he would return in 3 days to finish his dream of annihilating the Saiyan race completely. Furious, Vegeta then asked, "What about my wife and daughter? What about Kakarot and Gohan's wife? Why didn't you and Lord Beerus intervene in this massacre?" Whis replied, "I thought about waking up Lord Beerus so he could intervene, but he had already made it very clear that he would not intervene. After all, Frieza's resurrection only happened because of the agreement made to collaborate with us in the Tournament of Power. So Lord Beerus made it very clear that if Frieza did anything, it would be you who would put an end to him. As for the other people, well, it seems they are fine." Since Gohan and Broly left Frieza exhausted, he had to quickly flee. He was probably afraid that you and Goku would suddenly appear. Vegeta then said, "So you mean he knew that Kakarot and I weren't there? That's why that worm attacked Earth. He knew that if we were all together, he wouldn't win." Whis replied, "Probably. But I must warn you, Vegeta. Frieza is no fool. As you already know, he found a place similar to the hyperbolic time chamber to train, recover, and come back even stronger. He's probably already recovered and trained to become even stronger. There are 2 days left for this fight, and in 48 hours Goku will finish his training. So let's bring all your friends and family who survived here, and we'll also bring all the Dragon Balls as well. I've already located each one of them and I'll get them one by one. That way, you and Goku will be able to face Frieza, and even if the Earth is destroyed we can fix everything using the Dragon Balls. I'm already interfering too much by training you and helping you save the Earth. It's time to settle the score with Frieza by yourselves." Seriously, Vegeta then replied, "You're right. I'm going to rest and eat something because I'm exhausted, and tomorrow I'll meet Kakarot on Earth. I have to talk to him before the fight against Frieza." Vegeta was furious. His Saiyan blood had never boiled like it did now. It was time for revenge. Planet Earth, 1 day later. The preparations for the final battle were ready. As promised, Whis took Goku and Vegeta's friends and family to Beerus Planet and gathered all 7 Dragon Balls while Vegeta headed to Earth to meet Goku, who would finish his training that night. As soon as Goku finished his training, Vegeta explained everything that had happened. Goku was furious and took the blame for what had happened. After all, he was the one who helped Frieza be revived again. Goku then said, "Forgive me, Vegeta. I never imagined things would get to this point. I promise that this time we will finish Frieza, and if you want to kill him I will not stand in your way anymore." Vegeta then replied, "Understand, Kakarot, we have been through a lot together. We were once enemies and today we are allies, but Frieza cannot change. He will never stop being that disgusting guy. I did things that haunt my memory to this day, but I found myself. However, I cannot do things like you. I cannot ask for Frieza to be reborn as a kind-hearted being in the future. This is our people's revenge, Kakarot. But beyond that, it is Universe 7's revenge against Frieza. So I ask you for the second and last time, let's avenge the Saiyans once and for all." Excitedly, Goku replied, "You're right, Vegeta. Let's end Frieza once and for all." The dawn passed quickly and the sun rose. The day of the final battle had arrived. Goku and Vegeta waited for Frieza to appear at the lookout. The afternoon came as quickly as the night until finally Frieza's ki was felt by the 2 Saiyans. Frieza had landed in the same place where he first appeared when he stepped on Earth when he was sliced by Trunks in the past. In this way, Goku and Vegeta teleported to the place and finally met Frieza. Frieza said, "Have the 2 little mice finally come out of their hole?" Goku replies, "Today will be your end, Frieza." Vegeta says, "Kakarot, get ready, we'll only beat you if we use everything we've got. Let's fight with the maximum of our powers." Vegeta and Goku transform, and to Vegeta's surprise, Goku was also able to reach the supreme level like him. "You never cease to amaze me, Kakarot. Even when I think I've surpassed you, you show me that you're one step ahead of me. However, this time it seems that our powers are finally equal." Frieza then said, "Damn Saiyans. That's why I tried to eliminate you. You keep evolving, improving, and getting stronger. But this time everything will be different." Frieza assumes his black form and goes after Goku and Vegeta. The clash between them generates overwhelming impacts that make the Earth start to shake. The speed at which the 3 fight in the air is so absurd that it is practically impossible to keep up with them. Goku and Vegeta combine the Kamehameha with the final flash and fire it at Frieza, who retaliates with a powerful ki blast. The clash between their powers causes a huge explosion. Vegeta then says, "At this rate the Earth will be destroyed before we defeat this worm." Goku answers, "Yes, we have to defeat him before that happens." "I have a plan, Vegeta. Let's use fusion." Vegeta then answers, "Did you bring the earrings?" Goku replied, "Yes, I have them right here, get Vegeta." Goku threw the Potara earring at Vegeta, but something surprising happened. Frieza fired a super fast laser that hit the earring and destroyed it in midair. "You didn't think I would allow you to fuse, did you?" Frieza said in a mocking tone. Vegeta said, "Damn it, Kakarot, why didn't you give me that earring before, you idiot?" Goku then replied, "Sorry Vegeta, I was so excited about the fight that I ended up forgetting and. But with the chatter, you bastards. Enough joking around, I'm going to put an end to you. Receive my most powerful attack." Frieza said, raising a finger upward. Frieza was accumulating all his ki in a supernova. He was clearly willing to repeat the same feat that occurred on planet Vegeta. Vegeta then said, "Kakarot, let's fuse with that ridiculous dance, it's the only way." Goku replied, "But Vegeta, besides not only lasting a short time, if we get the dance steps wrong, the fusion could fail and it would be our end." "Are you sure about that?" Confident, Vegeta replied, "It's our only chance. If it works, we'll attack him with a single blow, using all our power." While Frieza gathers all his power in his supernova, Vegeta and Goku fuse. Frieza says, "Pathetic. Even if they succeed, it won't make a difference. This is my ultimate attack. I'll blow up the Earth and that way you won't be able to survive in space. It's the end." Frieza was confident in his victory, but a glimmer of hope appeared after Vegeta and Goku finished the dance steps. Ultra Gogeta was finally born. Amazed, Frieza says, "Damn them, they did it. But it doesn't matter, I'll blow everything up and there won't be anything left." Gogeta looked up with an imposing look, his aura exuding confidence and power. He then says, "For everything you did in Universe 7, for your evil deeds to various types of people, for what you did to the Saiyans. Frieza, this is your end." Final Kamehameha. An absurdly powerful blast hit Frieza, who launched his supernova, but it was no use. Ultra Gogeta's attack pushed the supernova back towards Frieza, who tried at all costs to blow up the Earth. Frustrated, Frieza says, "It's not possible. I lost to those damn Saiyans again, it's not possible." Frieza received the full attack of his own supernova combined with Gogeta's final Kamehameha and exploded in the ends of the universe. It was the end of the evil emperor. A few days later, as promised, everyone was revived, and Goku and Vegeta returned to Earth with their families and friends. Peace reigned again in Universe 7, at least for now.